Hey there everyone, today we're just going to do a basic overview of how you use the GymGrow system. You might notice that I have a lot of tabs over here on the left. You may not have every tab. A lot of these are for extra settings and things you may not need to have access to, but I'm just going to show you the basics, and that way you can get up and rolling and within about 2 to 3 minutes of this video. Alright, so this is your dashboard. Gives you all the analytics you could need. Just a basic overview, how much, if you're marking your leads, how much they're worth, it'll show up here, how many of them you're marking as one, and then how many leads you currently have in this date range right here. You can kind of scroll down and you'll get the gist of all this. For salespeople, this is a good place to be, is in your conversations. Your conversations tab, you can send text messages or emails. And then if they've messaged you via Facebook Messenger and your integrations are all set up, then you'll be able to do Facebook messages here and Google My Business messages through the Conversations tab. So this will all be right here, and you can also call people by clicking the little call button. Alright, and one little side note for phone calls is make sure you have a stable internet connection. It does call people over the internet. So if your internet connection is not stable, you will get some choppy phone calls. Opportunities and leads is another great place for salesmen to be. You can kind of move people around the system. A lot of these are connected with automations, like new leads come in, they never booked an appointment, and they stay in the new leads and they'll get automated. And then hot working leads are where they've responded and your salespeople need to actually go in and manually talk to them. And then these kind of explain themselves. Let's see. If you pop them into on-sold need follow-up, that's like, hey, I need to ask my wife or I need to ask my husband before I can make a payment, and then your salespeople know to follow up with that person. Under your marketing tab, if it's available, this may be one of the tabs that's hidden for your account, but you can go into campaigns and change up the automations. Your emails, you can build email templates that just kind of make your emails look nicer. It doesn't really do anything anymore. Trigger links is just your tracking links where if someone clicks on it, you can track it. Form builders for your funnels. Survey builders is, as it explains, it's a lot like a form, but it's for your funnels as well. And these are both where you can go in and set up templates. Alright, reporting, you can find Facebook ad reporting if your Google is hooked up correctly, where you're running Google ads. Then you'll get a tab that says Google Ads here. Attribute reporting is just all about your leads, call, and then these three are more for keeping track of your sales agents. So if you're like a lead and you're keeping track of your sales agents, then that'll be helpful there. Scheduling, you can come in here and this is your master calendar. You can override things in here. You can change things. This is like your master calendar. I do recommend that if you're going to book an appointment or somebody walks in and they want to schedule an appointment, make sure you do it under the appointments tab, and then you can also come in here and cancel people, confirm them. You can do all sorts of cool stuff in this tab. This is where I tell most of the sales agents to kind of stay at, because the master calendar will override everything else. Your database is in here, so you can go and see your contacts. You can do special things here. If your funnels, you can come in and build your funnels. Triggers is your if-then statements, if you have that available. And then your settings is where you can kind of play around some stuff. You can come in here and change your company information. So I'm going to point out a few things. Team management, you can actually add employees. And you can add employees and manage each employee's access here. Integrations, you can make sure that everything's set up correctly in here. Select Google My Business on this particular account. Your phone number is your Twilio phone number. And those are really the important ones. And I hope this helps. Let me know if you have questions.